Hi guys, Robbo46 here, welcome yourselves to round 7 of Robbo's Racing League on MotoGP 19 on the Xbox One. We are racing at Catalunya. Well, I'm not racing, obviously. The boys are racing at Catalunya. It is currently Jack on pole position at the moment with a 136.968. You got Tommy D in second place, 0.3 behind. VSR Mikey is in third, 0.5 behind, so half a second. Cringy fourth, and he's got a 0.6 off. Neil in fifth with 9/10 off. Then you got Dibby sixth, a second off. Stealing Set in seventh, 3.5 seconds off. And you got Gidsy in eighth, who's yet to set a time, and Dixon in ninth, who has yet to set time as well. We did have Stick Vortex in the lobby as well, but unfortunately, the game has kicked him out. He started doing qualifying. He was on the track, and yeah, he unfortunately got kicked from the session with the game doing that. I didn't do that. I was in fact out of the room when that happened. Let's follow Jack for the moment, because he is on a personal best, which will be the quickest lap overall. Tommy D just getting out the way. That was good of him. Okay, so onto the start finish. Oh, hello. Sound's gone a bit funny. And across the line, 136.858. So a little bit quicker. About 10th of a second. So Tommy D is now 0.4 behind. Who else is on a flying lap? So we have got Gidsy. He's on a personal best. In fact, this will be his first time, his first lap time. So he needs to get this one sorted, otherwise he will be starting in 8th place, as does Dixon in 9th. So Gidsy goes 7th place, 3 seconds off. Dixon, he's on a live lap on the KTM, a very scratch KTM. He's had a few crashes in this session. Oh, he's down again. Commentator's curse. Sorry, Dixon. Oh, he's not going to make it. He's not going to set a lap time because the flag is going to be out now. That is it. So Dixon will not be setting a time. Neil is on a personal best at the moment. So what can Neil do? Dibby is on a good lap as well in 6th place at the moment. He's done a red first sector. We'll stick with Neil. Oh no, we won't. He's gone grey. So let's go with Dibby. See what he does in sector 2. What is he going to do? Is he going to go red? Is he going to go orange? He's gone orange. So he's on a personal best. So he could go onto the front row. Potentially. But we'll have to wait and see. Cringy's on a pretty decent lap as well. So Neil was finished. Dixon's obviously finished as well because he didn't make the line. This is Jack's last lap. Tommy D's last lap. Most people's last laps. Dibby has gone grey in sector 3. So he may not end up improving. As has Cringy. He's gone grey in sector 3 as well. So a lot of the boys, they are missing a bit of time in sector 3. So I don't think this is going to improve Dibby unless he's done a good sector 4. Yeah, he has. He's gone up to 5th. What about Cringy? If I can find him, here he comes. Has he improved? No, staying in 4th. So there we go. Qualifying time. I will just confirm those times. So it is Jack on pole with a 136.858. Tommy D in second with 137.299. Then you got VSR Mikey in third. Cringy fourth. Dibby in fifth. Neil sixth. Gidsy in 7th. Stealing Set 8th. And Dixon in 9th place. And like I said, unfortunately, Stick Vortex got kicked out whilst trying to qualify. He will get points still, but unfortunately he won't get to race because of the nature of the lobbies in this game. So Catalunya is going to be... What has happened to my language there? What? Inazia Gara? Why is my language changed? But that's literally the only part that has changed language. And no one is on a bike. What is going on? Did you see them all? They were all just hovering there. Oh my god, what is happening? My language has changed, but only one part. Exit to main menu is still in English. Everyone has gone green. So let's sit in Izia. Yeah, look at them. They ain't got no bikes. In Izia Gara. I'm guessing that is some language for start race. That is bizarre. Okay, they got their bikes now, so that is good. They have their bikes. Okay, let's see how this one goes. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the good times. So, let's go with Tommy D, the middle of the front row. So they are away. Oh, someone was down there. That was Dixon straight away on the floor. Don't know what happened there, but it is VSR Mikey aboard the Aprilia. Where are you, Mikey? No, that's Dixon. I don't know where Mikey is on my... There he is. Right, so he is leading. And that is Cringy up to second place. Jack down to fifth. So the Aprilia is leading at the moment. Oh, there's a bit of shenanigans going on back here. Jack's up the inside of another Yamaha. Two Yamahas there. So that is Dibby just behind Jack. Now going for a lunge on Jack, and he is through. Oh, that was a very, very tight move. Oh, people weaving all over the place in the background. So Dibby staying in fourth place. Oh, stealing set is down. Stealing set is down. I just saw him in the background. Just exit stage left as we were looking at it, but exit his stage right. So VSO Mikey, the Aprilia, is leading, but he's got Cringy right behind him. Oh, that Suzuki was out very wide. Who is that Suzuki? That is Tommy D. Looks like Jack's going to go up the inside. He has. He's gone up to third. Oh, massive, massive hit there. Oh, Jack's down. So Jack went off track and came back on and had a collision there with, I'm guessing that was Neil. So the two Yamahas are fighting at the moment. Oh, Neil on the curb. That is not what you want to be doing into turn one, but he got it stopped and okay. Now I will have to relook at my footage, but I think that was potentially Tommy D causing Jack to go off track. I only kind of caught the end of it. So I'll keep an eye on Tommy D. I know I've had a few people complaining about some of his moves in the past. So if I have to give him a penalty throughout the race, I will. So VSO Mikey has got half a second over Cringy at the moment. Tommy D, we are on board with him. Third person. Is he going to be able to get past Dibby? And can he do it cleanly? He's not going for it at the moment. That's a very, very tight corner to try and get the inside of someone. But Cringy all over the back of VSR Mikey at the moment. Oh, Dixon is down again. So Dixon has had another crash in 9th place. Okay, well, let's go to the front, shall we? Because I said the front. Cringy has just gone into the lead aboard the Pramac Ducati into turn one. And he is leading from VSR Mikey. He's trying to squeeze through aboard that Aprilia. But he is not able to get through. There we go. That was fine. That was just one button click away. Jack is making up time on Gidsy at the moment. Up the inside goes Mikey, trying to force it through. A lot of people's hit indicators lighting up there. All the top four. So I do need to go and have a look at Tommy D in a minute. But here comes Cringy. Tommy D is up to third. Okay, just seen Tommy D there. He is back down to 4th. Oh wait, we've lost someone. Who have we lost? Okay, we have lost someone there because we've only got 8 people left in the lobby. Didn't actually notice that we've lost someone. Just trying to think who else was in the lobby. Anyway, battle at the front is still going on. Jack is half a second. Okay, we need to go back to Dibby and Tommy D. So stealing set. Oh, it's Dixon who was in 9th, wasn't he? So I'm assuming he's quit because he had a few crashes. Right, Tommy D trying to go around the outside. Isn't going to work. Jack is all over the back of Gidsy at the moment. And he's got a bit of a gap to make up 3.1 to get to Tommy D. This is this battle where we can see in the background Jack looked like he was getting up the inside of Gidsy there. So there he goes through on the inside. Ooh, that was... Wow, okay. They both stayed on luckily, but that was a bit of a desperate lunge there. Oh, Gidsy's gone wide now. So Jack is he's on the attack. He's got 3.5 seconds. So Gidsy's down. So Gidsy is just crashed out. 3.5 seconds to make up to Tommy D. You can see him, it's 3.2 already, so it's taken 0.3 out of him already. Gidsy, we just seen on screen that he had a crash. Neil, he's currently in 6th place, 2.9 behind Jack. Stealing set in 8th place, 2.6 behind Gidsy at the moment. Although, is he catching Gidsy? Find out at the next split. So Tommy D is 0.2 behind Dibby, so we need to switch back to them, go back through the order. Jack is still 3.4, so Jack's lost a little bit of time there. Here we go. Tommy D a 10th behind Dibby. And then the battle ahead isn't actually that far ahead of these guys. That gap looks like it may be coming down. It's 0.2 from Cringy to VSR Mikey, who has just gone out of bounds. I thought he was going to have a crash then, but he hasn't. So 1.7 from Dibby to Cringy. Tommy D losing a little bit of time. So let's switch to Cringy, 0.3 behind at the moment aboard the Pramac Ducati. Jack is only 2.7 behind Tommy D now, so Jack really getting the hammer down. Okay. We'll see what kind of move Jack puts on Tommy D when he catches him. So 0.7 from VSR Mikey back to Cringy. So VSR Mikey just pulling away slightly at the moment. Tommy D, he's 0.9 behind Dibby now, so he is definitely losing time on Dibby. 0.8 now. So all the gaps kind of stretching out a bit. So you got 0.9 of a second from VSR Mikey back to Cringy. 1.4 back to Dibby. 0.8 back to Tommy D, 2.3 back to Jack, 4.6 back to Neil, 3.1 back to Gidsy, and 4.3 back to Stealing Set. So it's the I'm keeping an eye on the gap from Jack to Tommy D, still 2.3 at the moment. The gap has come down from Tommy D to Dibby again to 0.6. Oh. Okay. Oh, no, that's not what he wanted to do. He just got it wrong on the brake, so that has lost Cringy 2 places. The rear came round. That's a corner I had troubles with when I was testing this game out before it came out in Milan. I kept crashing at that corner because the engine braking just kept locking up the rear. So I don't know what kind of engine braking Cringy is running, but yeah, he's got someone right behind him, and that sounds like a Yamaha, which is going to be Jack, if I can find him. There he is. So Jack is going to make up a place, surely. Into turn 1. He's trying to go around the outside, and it's worked. He's gone around the outside. And Jack has moved himself up to 4th place. 1.9 behind Tommy D now, who is 1.1 behind Dibby, who's 1.6 behind VSR Mikey. So very, very unfortunate error there from Cringy. But like I said, I don't actually know what kind of engine braking setting he's running. That is one of the main reasons why I don't run engine braking on this game, because it just does that. It just brings the rear around way too much, and that usually just makes me crash. So I much prefer running with no engine braking on whatsoever. But yeah, definitely had troubles with that when I was testing the game, and there was a bug with first gear anyway. So Jack is catching these guys. Tommy D is trying to close in on Dibby. See what that gap is when it next updates from Jack to Tommy D. So 1.2 back to Dibby, 1.1 back to Tommy D, 1.2 back to Jack, and a second back to Cringy. Gidsy is down. Stealing set is through into 7th place now. But all the gaps over a second now. But this one is coming down 1.1, and that is coming down even more visibly. It looks like it's coming down. There's still time for Jack to get maybe 2nd place. I don't know if he's got enough time to get up to VSR Mikey. We're on lap 8, so there is a bit of time, but he is really reeling in Tommy D now. He's almost right with him. Jack is on the attack, 0.7 behind. Stealing set is down now, so Gidsy has gone back in front of him, so those two trading crashes. Is the red mist down for Jack? Tell you what, the gap has come down to VSR Mikey. Jack still could potentially win this. VSR Mikey is being caught by Dibby. So that's Cringy. That's Dibby. VSR Mikey in the lead. And that gap is 0.9 back to Dibby. So I don't know if VSR Mikey has made a bit of a mistake. Dibby in 2nd place. You can see Jack there. And Cringy isn't actually that far behind either. So are we going to see a bit of a battle on the last few laps? So Cringy 1.3 behind. If some of these get into a bit of a battle and mess each other up, then Cringy could well and truly be back in it. Gap is still 0.7. It's usually through the first sector is where Jack seems to make up a lot of his time. The gap at the front is still 0.9. See if Jack can just get a little bit closer to Tommy D. That gap at the front is really coming down. 0.8. It is all tightening up. It's half a second from Jack to Tommy D. Cringy 1.4 behind, so he's lost a little bit of time. Only a tenth of a second, but going similar pace. Into the hairpin. Is that... Oh, I thought Jack was going a little bit too hot, but he wasn't. He is almost right on top of Tommy D now. Oh, Tommy D's gone wide there. Jack is getting very, very close. Are we going to see an attack down the straight and then into turn 1? Jack can get a good run through this final corner. He's got a good exit. Tommy D was spinning up that rear. There's 0.6 at the front. Dibby is closing in. Stealing set is down. So stealing set down. He's still in 8th place, but he's just had another crash. Cringy's had a crash. That must have been into turn 1. So Cringy, he is definitely going to be well and truly out of it now. 5.4 behind. Anyway, back with Jack and Tommy D. But look at the front as well. Dibby is really close to VSL Mikey. VSL Mikey looked like he's very wide there. It's still doable. Tommy D's gone wide. Oh, Jack almost lost the rear then. Otherwise he would have been up the inside. Okay, here we go. Tommy D was in a little bit hot there. Through the right-handed. Tommy D is wide. Stealing set is down again. Jack is closing. Into the hairpin. He's closing on the brakes. He's going to take a sweeping line to shove him up the inside. Not quite able to get through just yet. Okay, here we go. Through he goes. Little touch and through. Jack goes. Oh, Neil's down as well. So Neil's just crashed out of 6th place, but he's got a big gap to Gidsy, so he will stay in 6th place for the time being. Oh, that was a bit of a nudge there from Tommy D. Give that a warning there because just in case what's happened earlier as well. But at the front, Dibby 0.4 behind VSR Mikey. Penultimate lap. Can Jack do it? 1.1 behind at the moment. Tommy D still in 4th. VSR Mikey out front aboard the Aprilia. What are the tyres doing? I don't know what the compounds they're using. It could come down to the final lap because Jack isn't close enough at the moment. Can Dibby do anything about VSR Mikey at the front? Okay, onto the little back straight. So Jack is only 0.7 behind into the hairpin. Oh, that is too wide. That is a bit too wide there. That is going to allow Jack to close in even more. And wide again. He's going to cut that back to try to get the exit. And oh, that is cost him dear. That is going to allow Jack through into 2nd place. He needs a good exit. Oh, I thought he was down then. I really thought he was down now. He's really spinning up that rear. It is the time for the final lap of what is going to happen with Jack and VSR Mikey's got a second to make up on 1 lap. Is that just a little bit out of reach into turn 1? Just a little bit too hot under turn 1 there. Got to go careful on the curbs with this game. Some of them are really unpredictable. Jack could still win this. He's got that down to 0.7 of a second. That's even closer. That is less than half a second, I would say. Jack is on it. Oh, a bit of a moment there mid-corner. I tell you what, if he wins this is going to be one hell of a comeback. VSR Mikey needs to try and hold his nerve. Oh, on the curb for Jack there. That's lost him time. That could be the moment where he lost the race. 0.4 back to Jack, 0.4 back to Dibby. The time is coming down into the hairpin. VSR Mikey got that spot on, so did Jack. Is it going to come down to the final corner? Are we going to see a repeat of Rossi? VSR Mikey very, very wide there. Jack has taken a very tight line. 2 corners to go. Is he going to go for the Rossi move? Is he too far back? He's too far back, but he could potentially get a good run out and down the line. A bit of a movement there from VSR Mikey. VSR Mikey is going to take the win just from Jack there in second place. Dibby getting third. Although it says Jack has won. Was there a penalty for VSR Mikey? Or is it just because Jack's gone in front when the line's gone out? That could just be because Jack has taken the lead after the flag. So Cringy is finished, Neil is finished, Gidzy is just about to finish. I don't think Stealing Set is going to be able to finish, he's too far back. Okay, Jack has won. Okay. Let's just confirm the times there. No, okay. Wow, okay. That was bizarre why that happened then. Right, so VSR Mikey did take the win by a 1/10 of a second. One hell of a comeback from Jack. Fastest lap of the race, 1:37.3. Jack in second place. Dibby in third. Tommy D fourth. Cringy in fifth. Neil in sixth. Gidzy in seventh. And Stealing Set in eighth place. What a final lap from Jack. The results really did confuse me when they first came up, but VSR Mikey confirmed as the winner for that race aboard the Aprilia, and Jack, after having that crash, which I will, like I said, have another look at in my footage and take appropriate action if needed. Let's have a look at that incident again. It was actually caused by Dibby, so he barges Jack off track, who goes on the green and then comes back on track, and Neil has nowhere to go, straight into the back of him, and down they both go. This is Jack's perspective as well. So he is just behind Dibby in fourth place. Up the inside, but runs a bit wide. Dibby goes back up the inside, but Jack squares the corner off and gets a better exit. And gets him on the brakes. There is no gap there. Dibby barges his way through using the inside curb. Obviously that forces Jack wide. So after watching both of the footages quite a few times, I've come to the conclusion that Dibby was obviously in the wrong, and I'm going to impose a 3-second penalty to him, which is the equivalent of a long lap, which obviously is not in the game. So a 3-second time penalty, which does mean that he will drop to fourth in the overall standings. So yeah, that is the results for Catalunya. Let's see how that affects the overall standings. So this is the overall standings. Jack extends his lead at the top with 146 points. He's got a 45-point lead over Dibby in second with 101. Cringy is in third with 98. Tommy D in fourth with 89. VSR Mikey fifth with 78. Snooker Greg sixth with 60. Neil in seventh with 58. Demons eighth with 43. Biker in ninth with 42. Stealing Set in 10th with 42. Gidzy in 11th with 31. Sacred Meerkat in 12th with 30. Stick Vortex in 13th with 29. Dixon in 14th with 25. F1 Fan in 15th with 18. And Dylan in 16th with 7. So that is the end of round 7. Round 8 will be happening hopefully this Sunday coming. But anyway guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. I shall see you guys in the next video. See you.